Hey, what's going on? Kerry Sullivan here with another How to Kick Ass in Sales. And today I want to talk about cold calling. That's right, cold calling. A lot of sales professionals and entrepreneurs alike do not like to do this. They think it's a bad thing or evil. But the fact of the matter is a lot of top executives and salespeople out there got started like that, and most of those top people will still do that, right? They'll still do the cold calling. And even if you don't think it's cold calling, going to a networking event where there's people you've never really dealt with before, it can still be very much like a cold call, just going out there and connecting. And really, the thing that really helped me with this is Darren Hardy. Darren Hardy is a great speaker. Go check his books out. They're awesome. But he was talking about how when he got started, he took a guy out to lunch, and this guy was really successful, and he was in the real estate business at the time. And the guy he was learning from was from the real estate business. He goes, "Hey, how is it?" Darren took this guy out to lunch. He says, "Hey, how is it that I can go out there and have success? How can I be successful?" And this guy goes, "Do you want to know the secret?" He goes, "Yeah, I really want to know it." And he goes, "Okay, I'm going to tell it to you right now. Listen carefully." And this is the vision he painted for him. He said, "Go out there and experience as much pain and as much failure and humiliation as possible. And you do that, and you do that as fast as you can, you're going to have success, because most people aren't willing to persevere and go through that." So Darren was a young man at the time, and he said, "All right, great." So what he did is he went out and he cold called, right? So anybody on the real estate listings where their houses came off the market, he would call them immediately. So there's a list for that, and the reason those people go on that list is because their house couldn't sell, right? And those people usually are not very happy. I've got family that's in real estate. They can tell you they're usually not happy if their house sells. So you call them, you're like, "Hey, I just saw your house went off the market." And most of the time, those people are pretty pissed off. They're like, go to hell type deal, because they can't sell their house. Or he would also go first thing in the morning, at night, and he knock on every freaking door in neighborhoods, asking people if they either want to A, sell their house, or B, were they looking to buy a new house, right? And you go and do this, and first thing in the morning, around dinner time at night, people do not like to be bothered most of the time, so slamming doors in his face and getting angry at him and everything else. And every time he experiences this, so he's like, "Yes, more pain, more humiliation, more suffering. This is great." And he would just go to door and did this. Well, I can't remember his exact stats on this, but within a year, he was basically the top real estate agent in the state. He just skyrocketed. Within a few months, he was the top one in his office that he's working at, and then it just kept snowballing because he was willing to go out there and do the cold calling. Grant Cardone, he's another guy who I got a lot of respect for. He sells a lot of sales training, does training for other companies, and you got to start doing the cold call and going around. Outback Steakhouse, I know the owners there, when they started the Outback Steakhouse and they just had one lonely restaurant, they went door to door, banging on doors and putting out pamphlets and everything like that for their restaurant. So, and my very first sales job was the same deal. I was selling merchant processing, going door to door, selling that to businesses. And I got yelled at a lot and physically escorted out of a few places. So hey, it's all good. But anyway, do the cold calling, learn the skills, and you can get a lot of business from it too. It pays off if you're willing to go out there and suffer, short-term pain for long-term gain. Can't go wrong with it. So anyway, that's another How to Kick Ass in Sales, and I will see you on the next video tomorrow. Bye-bye.